Yo, what's good? What's good, man? I got a good video for y'all today, man. This video was highly requested for one of my subscribers, so I'm taking the time out my day to make this video for you. So, I was being told to make a video for people just getting their CDL. Okay, so let me tell you this. Like, we finna jump straight to the video. Let me tell you this. Somebody told me, so I'm gonna pass it down to you. Your first 3 years of driving, you're gonna come across a whole lot of BS trucking companies. Let me tell you something. You're a new driver. If you ain't got your head on right, they're gonna try to throw you to the wolves. And if you get one of them jobs where they throw you to the wolves, you gotta stand on all 10. You gotta stick your chest out and your chin up. You gotta be outspoken and tell them, like, hey, all due respect, but I got a family at home. I can't go over the road like that. Because I got a family at home. I gotta be there for my family. You feel me? You gotta tell them that, because, like, if you don't speak up, they're gonna throw you to the wolves. And, like, once you let them know on the front line, like, what you want, when you first get hired on to this company, they'll respect it more. You know what I'm saying? They'll see where you coming from. You did. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of good over-the-road companies out there. It's a lot of good companies out there that hire people who just getting their CDL. You feel me? But it's some things that I don't understand when it comes to the transportation industry when you get your CDL, because it's like you fresh out of school, and once you apply for a job, a truck driving job, they tell you that you need like 6 months to a year driving experience. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you something. Look, when I got out of school, I went to a school that had a company already. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. I worked for Warner when I first got out of school, because I went to one of their schools. Like, they got different schools. I mean, they got schools in different states. Like, I know they got one in Texas. The one I went to, it was in Memphis. So, I mean, they got some in California. They got some in California. They got some all over, but oh shit, hold on, something in my eye. Yeah, they got some in California too. Hold on, y'all bear with me right quick, man. I'm having difficulties, man. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so they got schools in California. They got some in Texas. They got some in They got one in Mississippi, and they got one in Memphis. But the school is owned by Warner, so that's who I had to drive for as soon as I got out of school. You know what I'm saying? And in a minute, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I left Warner. You feel me? You got some companies that they will hire you soon as you come out of CDL school. I'm gonna give you one company. I don't know if this company is in every state, but I know it's in my state and it's in other states. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they worldwide. They'll hire you. They'll hire you fresh out of school. Central Transport, the big yellow trucks, the big bird trucks. I applied there a few times, but when I first got out of school, I got tired of driving for Warner. Let me tell you something. Don't go to Warner. Don't go to Warner. They're gonna throw you to the wolves. They're not gonna know your name. They only know you by a number. Like when you go on orientation, they're gonna give you an employee number, and they're gonna call you by that number. They don't care what your name is. Like, listen to me, I'm telling you, they don't care what your name is. I mean, the only thing that I can say good about the company is you get your driving experience. So I drove for them for like 8 months, and then they kept messing my check up, so I ended up leaving. Then I left there and went to Avery. But that's the reason why I left Warner, because they was messing with my money. But you got a lot of good companies out there. They pay good. Central Transport, they'll hire you fresh out of CDL school, and I think last time I checked, they was making $25 an hour, I want to say. Don't quote me on it, but I think they was making $25 the last time I checked. But I applied there like 3 times. Like when I first, I went to the interview and everything. He asked me when can I start, and I told him. And then the only thing, like, I hate being questioned, but it's a part of life. I didn't understand at the time. Like when I was getting into the trucking industry, I didn't understand. They was asking so many questions. They was like, what happened with it was like jobs from years and years and years ago. They were like, what happened with this job? Like, when did you work? You got to go through all that. It takes so long. Like, what happened with this job? Tell me the dates you worked there. They want you to be spot on, like, when you go to these companies. Like, some companies, they're not going to ask that, but they're just, you feel me? And who else, man? There's a lot of companies out there. You got container companies out there. I guess they pay good. I worked for a container company, Hub Group. I worked for Hub Group before, like twice. I worked there twice. I didn't understand the pay situation. Let me explain to you what I mean. Because, like, I don't know. They paid you. This is what the dude told me. He told me, he was like, I'm finna tell you how much you getting paid, but he was like, don't panic. He was like, just listen to me. So I was like, okay, what? He was like, we pay $11.45 an hour. He was like, but hold on. He was like, hold on. So I was like, okay. He was like, but you get paid for each load. You get paid for each load that you touch. So you get paid, like, for an empty trailer, I think it's probably like $15. You know what I'm saying? You can really make your money like that too. Like, if you just run empty containers, doing local, back and forth, you can really see your money. You know what I'm saying? And then you get paid mileage. The mileage, it wasn't that much. I think it was like 30 cents per mile or 45 cents per mile or something like that. I can't remember. I haven't worked at Hub Group in like almost a year, or it's probably been a year. But Hub Group is a good company that you can work for. They'll hire you straight out of CDL school too. But it's just that $11.45. But that's how much a empty trailer pay, $15. A loaded trailer, no, a bobtail pays $15. An empty trailer pays, I want to say $17, $18. And a loaded trailer is like $22. $22 per load. So it's like you can run like that and make your money. Like if you stay within the city, if you stay in the city, wherever you at, you can make your money like that. I know they worldwide. They in California. They all over. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But you got some delivery jobs too that'll hire you fresh out of school too. You know what I'm saying? Like you got beer companies, you got Pepsi, you got Coca-Cola, you got Dr. Pepper, man, you got Gatorade, man, you got all those delivery services, man. You got food delivery, you got Cisco. Hey, I heard about Cisco. I heard Cisco makes some good money, but you're gonna have to work though. Like you gonna work. You gonna work. I heard Cisco, they pay good money. Like you can make $110,000 a year. Like if you ain't got no problem with delivering to stores, I used to do it too for this company out of Memphis called Main's Paper and Food. I wasn't even driving trucks then. I was just a driver helper. And I used to see what those truck drivers used to go through. And I was like, man, I said, I don't never want to drive a truck. I'm like, I don't never want to drive a truck. This was never my dream. I keep telling y'all, this driving trucks was never my dream. I just went to school out of depression and like it fell through for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just stuck with it. You feel me? You know, like yeah, I heard Cisco is a good company, you know what I'm saying? But they just work you like a dog though. You can make like $110,000 a year. I actually had a partner that worked at Cisco some years ago, about 3-4 years ago. He worked at Cisco, and he bought his own truck from working there. That's how good they pay. The only thing is you gonna work like a dog. You gonna work like a dog. If you ain't got no problem with doing the physical work, then you'll be alright. I even tried to go to Cisco. It was like a last option, but I tried to go to Cisco. I kept missing their job fairs and everything. Like, every time I filled out an application, they'd be like, come to the job fair. And I'd mess around and miss the job fair. You can make a lot of money in the trucking industry, but you're gonna have to go over the road to make some good money, like $1,700 to $2,000 a week. You might have to go over the road, but don't get me wrong, it's some local companies out here where you can make $1,600, $1,700 a week. I need to find those companies because I don't know. I mean, if y'all want me to make a revenue video on how much I made in trucking, man, let me know down in the comments, man. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll put a video together letting y'all know how much I made as a truck driver in a week. You know what I'm saying? So, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. That's all I got for y'all today. I'm still fairly new in the trucking industry. I'm 5 years in. I'm still learning as I go. And I'm still learning as I grow. You feel me? So, I'm just sharing my experience with y'all. Like, Some of these local companies, like I was talking about, the over-the-road companies, like they'll throw you to the wolves. Some of these local companies, they'll throw you to the wolves too. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stand up with your chest out and your chin up on all 10, you feel me? And like, I ain't saying go in these jobs and tell them what it's about to be. Like, don't go in there and say that, like I need this local job. I want to be home by this time. Don't go in there and do that. But just kind of tell them like, hey, look, I gotta, like, what you got? I got a kid. I gotta pick up in the afternoon. You know, things like that. Things like that. Just be transparent. So it'll be an understanding with both parties. You feel me? You know, like some of these companies, some of these local companies too, they be playing with the money. I can't deal with that. But there's a lot of good companies out here, man. You just gotta jump out there, get your feet wet, and see what you like, because there's different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I like dropping her. I like what it's called. I like short haul. I don't like to go outside the city. You feel me? I like to stay within the perimeter of where the job is at. You feel me? I like short haul, and I like to get paid hourly, and I like to be home every night or every day. Like, and my preference is I'd rather go in early in the morning and have the rest of my day to myself. You know what I'm saying? And then I go to bed at night. You feel me? But it's different strokes for different folks. Some people like the graveyard shift. Some people like early morning shift. Some people like the afternoon shift. You just gotta choose your cup of tea. You feel me? Yeah, man. I mean, that's all I got for this video. That's all I can tell you from my experience. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can tell y'all from my experience in this video. But if y'all want that revenue video, man, let me know down in the comment section, man. I'll do a video of a breakdown of how much I made in a week driving trucks. You feel me? And like, it's gonna be a point in time where, like, I'm gonna say this, then I'm done talking. It's gonna be a point in time to where, like, you gonna get tired of dealing with dispatch and oh yeah, let me speak on it too when I get done saying what I'm saying. So it's gonna be a time where you're gonna get tired of dealing with dispatch. You're gonna get tired of dealing with, man, those a-hole supervisors and managers and some co-workers too. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna want to start your own, like, cause that's what I'm working on right now as I speak. I'm trying to get me a box truck, and you can get your loads through I forgot what it's called. It's called Central Dispatch. No, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called something like that. You can. I'm trying to get me a box truck so I can get my own loads. I got some contracts. I keep saying I got some contracts, but you know, that's something totally different on what I'm talking about. And what I was about to say about dispatch, when you go to some of these companies, you have to be careful with dispatch. Dispatch is the ones that will throw you to the wolves. They be trying to get drivers to do things that they wouldn't even do. You feel me? Like, that's the part where you gotta stick your chest out, chin up, and be like, they'll tell you some stuff like, Like, see, I'm in Tennessee, so they'll probably say, they'll try to say some, man, go to Florida, then stop in Georgia, then come back to Tennessee. And you gotta tell them, like, man, it's only 14 hours in my drive clock. I ain't gonna be able to do all that. It take about 9 hours, 10 hours to get to Florida from Tennessee. You feel me? And then 9 hours back. That's 18 hours. You can't do that. They'll try to do that. And if you do it, then they'll keep doing it. And then, like, when you finally speak up, they'll have a problem with it. And then they'll try to pin something on you, try to get you out the door. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that too, cause them dispatch people, they grimy. They'll try to get you to do some things that they wouldn't even do, and they know, man, they know that they BS, and you gotta tell them, man, like, man, this my CDL. Like, if I do this, if I get pulled over and DOT see me driving like that, them points gonna go on my license, and it ain't gonna have nothing to do with y'all. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you like somebody else told me to. Protect your license at all costs. I lost my license twice, but it wasn't no tickets or nothing. It was just, you know what I'm saying, something personal. I'm saying I ain't gonna speak on it, but protect your CDL at all costs, and don't let these grimy dispatchers throw you out there to the wolves and try to get you to run like a chicken with the head cut off, man. But yeah, that's all I got, man, for this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. And let me know if y'all want me to do that revenue video. I'll put it together for y'all, man. Carry on.